He has that rare ability to generate visceral excitement. That's how the New York Concert Review described pianist Shin Changyong, who is our guest today for Touch Base in Seoul. Shin first made a name for himself on the international stage in 2018, winning the gold medal at the Gina Bachaeur Artist Piano Competition, and has been performing around the world, including recitals at Carnegie Hall in New York and the Louvre in Paris. He's also known for sharing his thoughts on music, speaking to audiences during concerts, as well as making frequent appearances on classical music YouTube channels as well. To talk about all that, I'm delighted to say that he has stopped by the studio today. So let's bring him in now. Mr. Shin, hello and welcome to Korea24.
Hello, thank you for having me today. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Yeah,
it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us. Let's start from the start. Mm-hmm. How did you begin your journey in music? How did you first get to play the piano?
I have one older brother, 2 years apart. He started first playing the piano when he was around 5 or 6 years old, and well, my parents thought I was too young to start, but I was in kindergarten, and then I don't remember, but my teacher said I always played piano during the break time, so I just copied whatever we did, whatever we sang during the kindergarten. So that's how I started. So I always wanted to play when I was like 4 or 5.
Right.
My parents said, and then
that's after seeing your brother play.
Yeah, and then whenever he practiced, I watched him practicing and I copied him. That's what my mom said. So I started when I was 6, just for fun. So
right.
I just went to the piano academy and then just learn from the beginning and all the normal stuff that everyone does, and that's how I started. Yeah.
Right. So you can credit your brother for starting to play the piano. Does he still play?
No.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
you
he
kept
always
on
said
going.
he had some problem, some pain, but I thought it's just some excuse, So he quit it like after few months, and then
Okay. So you took on the piano mantle. When did you realize though that this was what you wanted to do with your life? Obviously you say you went through the lessons and the things like that as you're growing up, like other kids I guess, but was there a moment when you realized that music was going to be your life?
Well, I still think I was just too young, but when I was 8, I did my first national competition in Korea, and then I got the grand prize or something. So that time the teacher highly recommended me to play the piano as a major. So that time
at 8 years old.
Yeah,
wow.
I know. So I took it seriously that time, and then I moved to another academy that's kind of popular for the like major piano students, training some stuff. So I think that's how I started. Just naturally flew to the field.
Even from 8 years old, you were put into that sort of path, and you never looked back. I'm guessing you've always enjoyed it.
No, actually, one time I moved to another academy, and then I practiced. I had a long time practicing, and after a few months, I just didn't like it. Didn't like practicing for a long time, for a few hours. It's difficult for a young age. So I told my mom that I don't want to play the piano anymore. So I actually quit the academy for a few months.
Wow, okay.
But then after a few weeks, I realized I want to play the piano again. So I went to another academy just closer by our house, but I just didn't satisfy something that time. This academy is still good, but I missed the other one. So I went back again, and then I practiced a lot, and then just training and learned a lot of repertoire. Yeah, so that's how I started, and then here I am.
It's interesting. What do you think drew you back? Do you just miss the music? Was that what it was?
Yeah, I missed the feeling performing on the stage. But at that time, I didn't have a lot of opportunity, but still making music, that's what I missed the most. Yeah.
Right, and you went on to flourish, it seems. You went on to win awards as well, including, as we said, the Bachaeur competition, gold medal, one of the United States' 3 biggest piano competitions, I understand. That was in 2018, and you were the first Korean to win that award as well, I understand. Last year, you also won the Patricia and Neil Stephan Family Jury Discretionary Award at the 16th Van Cliburn International Piano Competition, another great achievement. How do you feel when you win these awards and receive these accolades?
Well, I've been telling this story actually after I won the Gina Bachaeur competition. A week before I went to the Gina Bachaeur competition, I had to move my place in New York City because my lease ended, and then I had to find another apartment, and I had to pack everything.
Wow.
And it was during the summer vacation, so I went to the Juilliard at that time, so school closed earlier than usual time, so they closed like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. So I couldn't practice in the evening. So I was so stressed, I was panicking, and then I thought I was not ready. And then a year before that, I won the Seoul International Competition in 2017. So I felt kind of pressure.
Mm.
It was after the Seoul competition. It was the first one. So I had some pressure. So I called my mom a week before, said, should I just cancel this competition? And then my mom said, well, they already arranged everything for you. They had host family ready, practice room ready, your flight is ready, so everything. So just go and enjoy, and just think like it's your concert series. It's not a competition. I know it's not easy, but
Of course. Mm.
yeah. So I was like, okay, let's just go, and then don't think about the result. So I just went there, and then I didn't even listen to any other competitors that time. I just stayed at host family's house, and then just practice and rest, practice and rest, and I just performed on the stage whenever I had to play, and then I won the first prize. So that time I learned one should not cling to the results all the time, you know, because what you can do is just do your best, and then just enjoy the moment, and then other than that, you can't control anything. Just enjoy the moment. That's what I learned.
Right. It seemed like you had the pressure lifted because you felt underprepared. You didn't trying to perform everything, all the practice you'd put in. It wasn't like focused into one moment.
Yeah.
It was just about everything you'd done so
Yeah, it
far
was
in your
just
life.
totally
Yeah.
different feeling from Seoul competition, and then a year after Gina Bachaeur was totally different preparation. So
Sure.
that's what I learned. Yeah.
And it sounds like your mother has a lot of influence in your career as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
About calming you, about telling you, putting things into perspective.
Just make me calm and emotionally more stable, you know. Yeah.
Okay, so are you someone who enjoys competitions? Are you a competitive person, or do you prefer just recitals and concerts? We've had guests who've said either way as well in the past.
Yeah. Maybe I'm competitive person, but I think a lot of musicians do. But I actually enjoy competing with other people. I know it's very stressed, but that time is the time when you can really develop yourself the most, or in a fast way, or like it's booster. So I just enjoy it, and then after that, whatever it comes out, you're getting better, and then as a musician, you play and you learn more repertoire, and you never know what's gonna happen after the competition. You can maybe get another opportunity from one of the audiences, maybe it's from some director or something, you know. So you never know. So I enjoyed.
Another factor, another thing that stands out about your career is I understand that you like speaking to your audiences, communicating with them, perhaps in concerts or on social media. You've been in several fun videos for classical music YouTube channels, taking on all sorts of challenges and tasks and things like that. Is that something that you've has become important to you now, that sort of communication? What do you hope your fans and audiences get out of it?
Before, social media was not like this, so I thought I should just practice and perform. But now I think a lot of people have more information about classical music, and then they could easily get the idea of classical music through social media like YouTube or Instagram. So, when I was in America, I had a lot of talk concert, and that there are a lot of more like small concerts in the States. So I had a lot of chance speaking in front of audiences and explaining the pieces, and then my personal story with this piece. But it was not familiar in Korea, but I just wanted to bring out that more. So a lot of audiences, a lot of people who are not really into classical music, they could at least start curious of classical music. That's what I wanted. So that's what I'm trying, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
So to draw in more people, not
Sure.
just classical music lovers, but people who are perhaps curious, who are just getting to know it. You want to help them find a way
Yeah.
in. I think it's a refreshing idea, and I
Sure.
think fans appreciate it
Sure.
as well. We're running out of time. I know you've been busy recently. You performed at the Music in Pyeongchang Festival this August, and can you tell us more about the upcoming project as well, the Concerto Marathon Project? What's that about?
Well, it's now kind of popular, trendy in the classical field in the world, not just in Korea. So not a lot of people, but some pianists play more than one concerto in one concert. So I'll be playing 3 Prokofiev piano concertos in one concert
Wow, okay.
in September in Korea. And
That sounds quite challenging.
it is very challenging. I'm still very nervous and scared, but yeah, I'm not just thinking about like how I should physically be ready with that one, but mentally also, because it's not just a one piece of music, it's 3 pieces. So you have to kind of adjust your emotions. You just don't put too much energy for one piece, and you just think about all 3 in a one big picture, and then how would you bring from beginning to the end all the pieces together. It's like a one big picture. So I'm excited, I'm looking forward, but I'm very nervous. Yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah.
It sounds like you, as a musician, you're always looking to perhaps challenge yourself. As you said, you're quite competitive, you're trying new things, you're trying to push the boundaries, it seems. Would that be right?
Yeah, I want to try. I just want to try, because I think I'm still young, 20, 30. So I just want to do as much as I could. And I just want to more experience, more explore a lot of things. Yeah, as much as I could. Yeah, so that's my hope, I think.
Right, so
Yeah.
I think fans, there's a lot more to expect from you. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be an exciting journey for fans to go with you on that. Good luck with the piano concerto. And yes, it's been a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you.
We've been speaking to pianist Shin Changyong. Thank you once again for your time today.
Thank you for having me.